Welcome, I'm Mr. Kimball and this is your
Flipped Classroom. Hi, my name is Mr. Kimball and this is astronomy. Astronomy is my favorite subject. Now, I might tell some students like physics is my favorite. I love physics, but I love astronomy because it's the applied physics. All the things that we talk about in our astronomy class are directly related to the math and the theories that physicists have started to come up with in order to explain all the things they see in the sky. So in this class we're going to talk about stars, we'll talk about meteors, asteroids, comets, talk about space missions. There's tons of stuff that NASA's doing right now. They got a huge influx of money going to Mars, sending people to the moon. Corporations are getting involved. People like Blue Origin and SpaceX, and it's a very exciting time right now. We haven't seen this much going on in the space industry since the 60s and 70s when they initially launched all these earth-shattering missions going to new places. We'll talk about the birth of stars and death of stars and black holes, and we'll go through each of the planets. We live in such a unique solar system that each planet kind of has its own characteristics. So we'll talk about those. This class is meant to be fun. It's meant to be current. Now, I will pull a lot of information directly from brand new articles published that month a lot of times. And that's my favorite part about the astronomy. It's all new. Everything I read is new. The stuff I told last class about astronomy, something new came out last month and it changes it completely. And those discoveries as we go through our career is so fun. I've started astronomy when I was in high school. I took astronomy class in high school and Pluto was a planet. And then now it's not. And I witnessed that change. I was raised in the shuttle era, where you had the space shuttle going up and building the International Space Station. The shuttle system's no more. But now we have corporations like SpaceX and Blue Origins who are planning missions to Mars. And so a lot of interesting things are happening right now in space science. And so this class is going to be kind of touching on all these areas. And we might go deeper into some of the math than you want to. And that's okay. I want you to be exposed to it. I don't necessarily need you to be able to solve for these problems, but I want you to see what goes into the theories. I want you to learn some facts. I want you to be able to look up at Utah's beautiful night sky and know what you're looking at. Oh, that bright blinky thing, or that orange star over there, or that constellation, or oh, that's an airplane, right? Coming from Vegas. Okay? I want you to be able to look up at the sky and be excited. And I hope if you get a chance to go on vacation, you go to one of these national dark parks. We have a couple in Utah, or the national state parks. The state dark parks. You go visit these places, and you'll stay up late, and you'll step away from the fire, and you'll go look up in the sky, and you'll be like, wow, that's really cool. So that's the goal of astronomy. I have to talk about some expectations. This is our disclosure. And after this, you're going to have a quiz to sign. And so real quick, I'm just going to go through a few items. Number one is going to be safety. COVID-19, masks are required. Okay, you're going to have a mask. We will wipe down desks in and out. Whenever you touch lab equipment on the desk, we'll be very careful about that. We're getting lots of spray and hand sanitizer and towels, and so we'll be very clear about what we need to do to stay safe as it comes to COVID. The other thing that we're going to do is we're going to do a portion of this class online, so that if we move to a fully online system, it's not so new to you. Okay, in March, when we shifted to a fully online system, a lot of people had never logged into Canvas for that class, and those people just didn't know how to do it. Everybody was lost. I don't want that to happen. I want you to have a level of technology and understanding. Another thing that I want to talk about today is how to be successful. How to be successful in class. So success in astronomy is number one, participation. Part of this class is going to be online, and you will have an online component. So that means you need some materials. You're going to have a computer and internet. Now, if you don't have these, the school can provide them. Okay, so we have time at the end of the school day that if you require just internet or you need to check out a Chromebook, you can come in and get these, and you can work in the library. You can work in a couple other workrooms that are going to be set up for that. But you will have an online portion of class that you will need to participate in to get full points. The other part is going to be in class. Now, when we come to class, I'm not going to lecture. I'm going to try to do most of the lecturing online. So online you'll have videos to watch, you'll have a couple assignments to do online, and then when you come to class we're going to try and do activities, or we'll go through what you did online. And so you'll come to class with some kind of background information. We can have a discussion, maybe go outside and do round table and get out of the classroom. I don't want you to sit at a table and get lectured at. Okay? If this spring taught us anything, is that you have the capability of learning at least some content through video. And so that's what we're going to do. Your assessments are all going to be online. I'm going to try very hard not to do any paper, and that goes back to the safety. So if I'm not handing you something and you're not handing me something and you're not passing stuff back and forth, it'll be much safer for everybody. It'll also save some trees, which is kind of cool. Green thumb. Now, my grading scale is pretty straightforward. We're going to go 100 to 90% will be an A, 89 to 80 will be a B, and so on and so forth. Very, very straightforward. I don't do B minuses or A pluses. I don't do minuses or pluses. And then you'll have about 70% of the class is going to be in assessments, so quizzes, mostly online quizzes based on videos and tests. And then you'll have about 30% will be the participation. And in this class particularly, it's going to be participation in a discussion format, or maybe building something, or do a research paper or a presentation or a diorama. I like to make things, okay? And astronomy lets us do that. So we'll have current event articles, and we'll make stuff in class, and this will kind of be your grade breakdown for the class this year. We'll also follow all the school policies, though you can find those in the planner, and that'll be very helpful for you to go through there and read. You're fine to work at home, and it's expected that you participate online and keep up with the class even though you're quarantined. Now, if it's something different where you become deathly sick or very, very sick, right, and you're out for like 3 or 4 days, that's understandable, and we'll work with you individually, okay? Those things happen. Communication is going to be really important. Okay, so you can communicate with me here. This is my email, mkimball@alpinedistrict.org, and through our Remind 101 texting system. Please do not send me messages on Canvas. I don't get them. Okay, if I do get them, they're like a week or 2 late. Send me an email. Okay, very important to shoot me an email, or if it's an emergency, a Remind 101 text. Okay. Prior communications to things that you can control, like I'm going into quarantine, I'm going to be out for the next 14 days, send me a message and let me know, and we'll start working more closely digitally. Or if you're going on vacation or something like that, okay? Some things shoot up that you can't control, and we'll deal with those on a case-by-case basis. But my experience is that 90% of the things that happen to you in life are known about. Please be an adult about that. The attendance policy this year is very lax, and if you're not communicating and if you're not staying on top of things like that, it's not going to be easy to get caught up. That's all I have for astronomy. This disclosure is very straightforward. Go onto Canvas and take the disclosure quiz. You have to get 100%, and then that will suffice as our check in the box or little signature to make sure that you are aware of the policies in class. And I look forward to seeing you.